Hello everyone, welcome back. We're going to be doing another problem from Group Quiz 8. This time using the same picture, but it was asking for the force in member BC in this picture. So let's get to it. We can solve this problem. Now, just like last time, I'm going to do all the steps. So we have three equations when it comes to some truss like this just to start. We're going to use these three equations to turn this from a picture into a free body diagram. So we're going to solve for AX, AY, and GY. So some of the forces in the X direction are equal to 0. There's only one force in the X direction, which is AX, which means that it is equal to 0. So I can go ahead and erase that from my free body diagram. It doesn't need to be there. Okay, then I have some of the forces in the Y direction. Well, that would be AY plus GY minus 8,000, and it's all equal to 0. Therefore, AY plus GY is equal to 8,000. Not the best handwriting there. Let me see if I can clean that up. There we go. Okay, but we can't actually solve that yet. That's not actually finished. We need one more equation. Sum of the moments. My strong suggestion is that you choose a point that has a lot of forces acting on it to do the sum of the moments. So either G or A. I'm going to do sum of the moments around A. And so that will equal 8,000 times 8, 16, 20, 24 minus GY times 48. That should all equal 0. If I solve that, GY equals 4,000 pounds, and AY will equal 4,000 pounds. And this does make sense from symmetry. Because there's only one force in the middle, two forces on the outside. Okay, now I have to choose a point to cut my free body diagram to get the force in member BC. So I'm going to cut right here because I cut through BC. Remember, you can only cut through 3 members. If you cut through more than that, things get really wonky. So 3 members right there, 1, 2, 3. So this should be fine. And then I get rid of one of the sides. I'm going to get rid of as much as I can, so I'm going to get rid of this. Makes it really easy on me drawing, and it doesn't really matter usually. Then I can redraw my free body diagram. So when I do that, it will look something like this. Make sure I did everything right. I did. And this right here will be BI. That's the wrong way to do it. Sorry. That will be force BI. This will be force HI. This is force BC. And this right here is AY. Second thing is I need a little bit of geometry here. This is 8. That's given from the problem statement. If you do some geometry, I'm not going to show it to you right here. This turns out to be 4. Okay. And if we try to do our math, what is this length right here going to be? That might be helpful. Do I actually need that? Why not? I'll go ahead and get it. So 16 plus 64, square root of that would be square root of 80. We pull out a 4 from that. I think that's 4 square root of 5. 4 square root of 5 here. Yes, that should be correct. Okay, that's just the length of that line. Now things didn't work out quite as nice as we saw in our previous problem. It's not terrible, but it's not pretty either. Now, being your all-knowing professor, I do know what to do in this case, so let's go ahead and solve it. First off, let's do some of the forces in the x direction. Okay? That's going to equal 0. And it's going to equal FBC times that component, which will be 8 over 4 square root of 5. And then I'm going to add to that FBI. I did the wrong one. See? Sorry, sum of forces in the y direction. I knew something was going wrong. 4 over square root of 5. And minus FBI, 4 over 4 square root of 5. That's going to be equal to 0. What that tells me is that FBC must be equal to FBI. They must be equal. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to do is take the sum of the moments. And I do that around this point right here, because I want to figure out what this guy is. So if I do that, what I get is sum of the moments around point H is equal to 0, will be equal to AY times 8 plus, make sure I do everything correctly, I think I've done, that's where I messed up, dang it. Okay, yes. I forgot one force in the y direction. Minus AY. There we go. Okay. Whew. I knew something was going on here. And that should be correct. Yes. Sorry. Forgot to include that in my little thing right there. So AY times 8 plus FBC times its x component. So that would be 8 over 4 square root of 5. Then times the distance to that point, which would be 4. Plus FBI times 8 over 4 square root of 5 times the distance to that point, which is 4. And it's all equal to 0. So if I solve this, what I get is that, let's see, I'll take my original equation. So AY times 8 plus FBC 8 over 4 square root of 5 times 4 plus FBC plus AY times 8 over 4 square root of 5 times 4. Okay, that equals 0. Now some simplification. All these 8's cancel, because there's 8 for all of them. These 4's cancel. And what I'm left with is, make sure I do everything right, AY plus FBC over square root of 5 plus FBC over square root of 5 plus AY over square root of 5 is equal to 0. Haven't made mistakes anywhere yet, have I? I don't think so. Soon to be found out. And if I bring that over to the other side, I'll multiply everything by square root of 5. What I get is that, make sure that's all correct, 2FBC will equal negative 1 plus square root of 5 AY, or FBC will equal negative 1/2 times 1 plus square root of 5 AY. I know what AY is. It's 4,000 pounds. So FBC. And did I do anything wrong here? Probably at some point. I probably have a sign wrong. That's being zone compression. It's going to be equal to negative 1/2 times 1 plus square root of 5 times 4,000. If I plug that in my calculator, let me see. It should come out to be negative 8,944 pounds. Now the fact that it's negative means that it's in compression. So keep the negative sign there. What that means is effectively I went back to my original drawing. FBC should have been drawn in the opposite direction. I should have drawn it like this. Now I didn't know that then, it just should have been drawn something like this. At least what I know now is FBC. Once again, don't draw it like this. Don't guess. Just always draw it away from the point unless you know otherwise and solve it that way. And you'll get this answer. A little more algebra there than I like, but it still worked. So with that, hope this helped you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.